Personal success may be impaired by bad habits, including procrastination, critical self-talk, lack of attention and discipline, frequent comparison to others, unclear objectives, and being easily distracted. These habits impede development and prevent one from realizing their greatest potential. It's critical to recognize these negative behaviors and replace them with constructive ones like time management, self-motivation, and persistence if you want to succeed. Welcome to Top Whys. Here are 10 behaviors that are harming your success. Number 1. Assuming incompetence as a given. How well do you understand your strengths and weaknesses? Do you assume you can't do something because you haven't attempted it before? The majority of individuals have unfavorable expectations when it comes to unknown activities. Instead of giving themselves the benefit of the doubt, they think they will fail. They assume that any challenging task is out of their league, yet this is seldom the case. The problem is that you need to be more open to talents that only come naturally to you. If something comes easily to you, you may think you are incompetent and place other skilled individuals on a pedestal compared to yourself. Because they cannot sketch accurate portraits or intricate landscapes, for example, many assume they need more creativity. You look at the beautiful works of other creative people and think, I'll never be able to accomplish that. However, have you ever attempted it when the individuals you like are brilliant and talented? They had to spend years acquiring and honing new abilities when they first started. They have no idea what they are getting themselves into. They believed they were unable to, yet they worked hard to learn whatever they could until they had accumulated enough knowledge to produce something remarkable. In other words, you are not uneducated or untalented. Rather, you are on par with everyone else in terms of ability. However, you must put in the effort. To be successful, you must learn to develop and practice every single day. Otherwise, you would spend your days wishing that you had abilities that you decided to ignore. Number 2. Broadcasting plans. Many individuals claim to have attained objectives that they have never really achieved. However, despite making grandiose pronouncements such as, I'm writing a book, or I can play the guitar, they never follow through with their goals. Even though they may have spent years reiterating the same lines and sucking up the adoration of others, they may have claimed that they were writing a book when, in reality, they haven't produced more than a few pages. As a result, instead of informing the whole world about your aspirations, keep them to yourself instead. If you want to achieve your goals in silence, you should let your successes speak for themselves. Number 3. Avoiding difficult situations. Is it your nature to shy away from personal or professional difficulties? Accept that success is not simple and not intended to be so. Thorn traps and perilous barriers clutter the path to prosperity, prompting many individuals to flee for their lives in fear of their lives. However, such difficulties are beneficial to your long-term development. You will never grasp what it means to be successful until you have the guts and bravery to conquer those difficulties. Consider the following question. Which is more valuable, $1 earned or $1 received for free? Because you're putting in time and effort, every dollar you make will always be worth more than it was before. You must deserve your reward in the same way that every step you take on your route to success increases the significance of your accomplishments. However, if you run away from such obstacles, you may never achieve the achievement you want. Number 4. There are just a few descriptions. What is the best way to define yourself? Are you a productive person or a slacker? Are you lacking in motivation? The way you express yourself often impacts your expectations of yourself. If you describe yourself as lazy, you can expect to have lazier behaviors and lifestyle choices. To put it another way, naming oneself may lead to creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you limit your potential to a single limited definition, you put yourself in a cage and push yourself to meet your negative expectations, which is unhealthy. Don't allow a single label to limit your possibilities, since you're much more than just a slacker or an uninspired person. You are a multifaceted person who can modify who you are and how you act. Thus, don't confine yourself to a narrow definition of yourself, and instead raise your aspirations to the highest level, because you are capable of doing much more than you believe. Number 5. Procrastinating dreams. Are you putting off achieving your goals? Do you have a fear of achieving success? Many individuals postpone their objectives for years on end, delaying their pursuit of the most important aspirations. You could be apprehensive about taking chances. You may be concerned about losing your luxurious lifestyle, but you don't have as much time as you believe you have. As a general rule, the longer you delay pursuing your objectives, the less time you have to accomplish them. Not tomorrow, but today is the first day on your road to success. Not next week, but now. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, there's no use in putting it off any longer. Don't let years pass by as you put off your ambitions. Don't teeter on the precipice of disaster, wondering. If there's anything you're passionate about, something that thrills and inspires you, do you have what it takes? It is your responsibility to pursue that desire with all you possess. You are not required to labor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But if you want anything in this life, you must begin working on it immediately. If you don't, you'll look back on your life years from now and regret the time you squandered delaying your aspirations. Number 6, obligations that are not secure. What is it that you desire to achieve? Do you want to establish your own company, learn a new skill, or establish a more healthy lifestyle pattern? Whatever objective you have in mind, dedication is essential to success. If you are not willing to put your heart and soul into your dreams, you will have little chance of seeing them through to completion. Many individuals are unsuccessful because they are unwilling to put in the effort necessary to achieve their goals. You constantly seem to come up with an excuse to put off your development. You don't have enough money and you don't have enough time to do your task. You'll always find out why it isn't the perfect time to do anything. This is an insecure commitment. Because you are unsure of whether you are making the proper decision, you are unwilling to take your aspirations seriously. Perhaps you're concerned about what could happen if you put in your best effort. In any scenario, you're looking forward to making a financial investment in your aspirations and interests. If you are serious about achieving your objectives, you must create an investment in your success. Treat your aspirations as if they were the lifeblood of your way of life and overall well-being. Take your job seriously, fight for what you want, and spend each day moving closer to your significant and particular aspirations as much as possible, says the author. Those aspirations need sacrifices, and while others take advantage of free days and vacations, you must work hard to keep your sights fixed on the goal in front of you. But isn't it true that you're able to do things that other people find impossible due to your dedication? It is only through your commitment that you will reach your objectives. As opposed to daydreaming from afar, take a seat, face yourself in the mirror, and make a commitment to your long-term success. Number 7, excess dedication. Working hard is necessary for success, yet there is such a thing as working too hard at the same time. As it turns out, one of the most prevalent causes of personal and professional burnout is an excessive amount of labor. Some individuals spend every waking second focused on their objectives, sacrifice their wants, give up on their relationships, and disregard their health, all in the name of achieving their dreams. Still, instead of finding success, their lives come crashing down around their shoulders. You should put up your best effort to achieve your objectives, but you should also take time to relax and pursue personal hobbies. A half hour spent doing something you like. For example, it might help you relax or motivate you to make new relationships. You are making it possible for you to think differently about your goals. The end of your workday is a great time for many individuals to develop their most profound insights. To put it another way, you should put in the hours, make an effort, and make a commitment to your achievement. Allowing oneself to take a break at the end of the day is essential because such breaks are more significant than you know. Number 8, self-defeating frame of thinking. It takes time to regain your confidence and reestablish your drive after suffering a setback. You must take a break from your job and reevaluate your objectives. However, many individuals lose hope during this time and acquire a self-defeating perspective as a result. A self-defeating mentality diminishes your capacity to solve issues, overcome hurdles, and attain long-term objectives, among other things. You persuade yourself that you are not clever, experienced, or competent enough to carry out a work responsibility. No matter how desperately you desire that job, you will never be able to give you all because you will never believe in your ability to succeed. When one has a negative frame of mind, it is difficult to bounce back from failure or to persist. Each failure you experience as a result of adversity reinforces your negative self-talk and drives you farther away from your achievement. In the event that you have a self-defeating mentality, it is essential that you adjust your perspective on success, because failing does not imply that you are worthless or incapable of succeeding. Find something good in every lost chance, rather than allowing failures to sap your energy and ambition. Every time you fail, you should take something away from experience and utilize it to your benefit in the future. Number 9, you are disregarding your requirements. Is it essential for you to look after yourself while you're seeking success? You may disregard your mental and physical health. While it's easy to lose sight of self-care when one's attention is focused on higher objectives, self-care is the cornerstone of any long-lasting achievement. For example, failing to tidy your living area might increase tension and anxiety levels. A crowded workspace negatively influences your capacity to focus on your task, while also growing your sluggish and unhealthy behaviors. No matter how ambitious you are, creating a disorderly habit and reducing your drive will sabotage your efforts. Make a list of your requirements, health, and available space. Self-care is often left out of the debate, yet there are few things more critical to your long-term success than this. Number 10, a restricted mentality. Do you find yourself talking more than listening? People who are unsuccessful disregard the advice of others. They believe they are infallible and refuse to accept assistance from others. However, the reality is that to be successful, you must rely on others. It would be best if you had the perspectives, backgrounds, and abilities of those in your immediate vicinity. Their innovative ideas and one-of-a-kind abilities may compensate for their shortcomings, allowing the two of you to work together to produce something more significant than either of you could do alone. As a result, pay attention to those around you with eyes and ears open. Take the time to hear the important things that other people have to say, since you will never be able to climb the ladder on your own. Thank you for taking the time to watch Top Wise. Make sure to subscribe because there will be much more fantastic material coming your way.